Do you want to know why this Odyssey Sprocket will be the last sprocket that you ever buy? Today we're going to do an explained and review on the Odyssey La Guardia Guarded Sprocket. So like always, we want you to hang tight because later on in this video we're going to tell you how to win a free parts package with tires, a pair of pedals and a pair of grips, and also a seat, and then also how to win a free bicycle from our bike shop by simply liking this video, sharing it, turning on your notification bells, and commenting on this video. So follow along later on in the video and we'll tell you all the rules and what you're getting exactly. So yeah, a lot of people have been riding this guarded sprocket and it's just been killing it. It pretty much lasts forever, and here's a couple reasons why. If you're trying to figure out if this actual sprocket fits your bike, this fits pretty much any bicycle. If you have one-piece cranks, you can run this sprocket no problem because this comes with the 15/16 bore or a 24mm bore, and you can bolt your this sprocket right onto your cranks and put the race on there, tighten it up, and this will fit without any spacers. This sprocket comes with this sprocket, and then it comes with 2 spacers. So yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about the spacers. Let me grab a couple right here. So this sprocket is CNC machine out of aluminum, and it's pretty much one of the thickest sprockets that we've seen, and that's one of the reasons why it will be the last sprocket that you run. It is machined out of a solid chunk of aluminum, and what they've done is they've put this little guard over it to actually protect the teeth of the sprocket. So if you look on the back, I know you guys see in the picture, it doesn't look like it's an actual sprocket because it doesn't have any teeth on it, but it definitely does right here on the back. So it has 1/8" teeth, and they are actually tapered on the teeth part so that it allows your chain to drop onto there very easily, and actually helps with your chain alignment and causing your bike to run a lot smoother. So not only is it going to last forever and you'll never have to buy another sprocket, it's actually going to make your bike ride smoother. So super cool. This guard sprocket has like about a 5mm thickness on it, so it's going to be very hard to break it or bend it. What it pretty much does is it creates this little I-beam effect right here. So if you look on here, there's the teeth, there's a little slot down here, and then it has another piece right here, and this thing is creating kind of like an eye right there and creating this thing to be pretty freaking thick. And with it being so thick, it's going to be super hard to bend. So that's one of the reasons why most people that have a stock bike end up getting a new sprocket, is because they jump a jump, they drop into a quarter pipe, or who knows what, maybe they did a sprocket bash on a ledge and it just hits their chain and it just folds the sprocket. So this sprocket being super thick creates it not to bend. So definitely going to be one of the last sprockets that you ever buy. So if you look at the sprocket, it's got some really cool designs on it, and I think the biggest feature that stands out to me is just how thick and beefy it looks. If you look right here on the sides, this thing is super thick. So just that looks super dope. But if you look at it from the side angle, it actually tapers down to a smaller spot here. This one here has 3 bolt holes, so if it starts getting beat up a little bit, you can rotate it, stick it on there, and bolt it on again, and so on 3 times. So that's going to make the life of the sprocket last even longer. Another cool thing is that by machining out all these big giant holes here, it actually makes this sprocket really light. So it may look like it's super heavy, but it's super light because there's almost no material on there. So that's super cool. Just in general, this sprocket just looks super beefy. They have a couple different features on here. Let me see, I can't really feel it, but like right here, see how it's machined down a different level? It's got multiple different depths. I think that's why the sprocket looks so dope, is that it's got multiple depths. And then if you look on the back side of it, this sprocket is actually slightly thicker because it's got this little step right here, and that little step allows it to be slightly thicker. thus not bending so easy. But if you look on the back as well, it's got like this little Y or triangle shape to it, and then it's got a lowered recessed machine on the back to give it even a cool look and to kind of make it a lot lighter. So I think just with that, the being machined out of a solid chunk of aluminum, it makes this sprocket super, super strong. It makes it super, super light. And the benefit about having an actual guard on your sprocket is the fact that when you run a chain here, it's actually sitting a lot lower than this actual guard. So when you land on something, you're actually hitting the guard first and not actually hitting your chain. So if you're doing like crank arm grinds where you hop to the side and you're actually sliding across, most of the time when your chain falls apart, it's because you actually snagged on one of your chain plates, and what it does is it separates your plates like this, and then it rips it right off the actual pin, and then you take a crank and then it just separates completely. So with this thing guarding it, instead of actually hitting the side plate and tearing it up, it hits the guard, slides on there, and no problems. You keep riding. I think that those two benefits of having an actual guard sprocket and then having like a half-link chain, it makes this thing super indestructible. Your chain will last forever and your sprocket will last forever as well. Notice how there isn't too big of a gap here, but this sprocket here, you can run any BMX chain that's an 1/8 inch chain. You can't ride road bike chains on here, and you can't ride any 3/32 chain because they won't fit on the actual teeth. But any 1/8 inch chain you can run on here. There's enough width to fit on it. Supreme chains, interlock chains, half-link chains, 121 chains, any type of chain, BMX chain that's 1/8 inch will fit on this, no problem. Yeah, we talked about one-piece cranks, but we said we're going to talk about these little spacers. So these little spacers here actually help it fit the other size cranks. So there's one-piece cranks, what I explained about. You could just bolt this on. Then there's 24mm cranks, and 24mm I mean by like the spindle. So this hole is milled out to 24mm, so you can just run this sprocket with no spacer at all. I think that's one of the best ways because it pulls the sprocket closer to the frame and gives you a better chain alignment. The next size down is a 22mm. They give you a washer here. You actually just slip that in there, and then that washer takes up the space and fits your 22mm cranks. Those are the same thing as Thunderbolt cranks and a lot of other 22mm cranks. Most of the aftermarket cranks are 22mm, and a lot of the newer ones are 24. But 22mm has definitely been killing it. The next one is a 19mm, which is usually I would say the old school cranks, the old school profile ones, the race cranks, or the actual stock bike cranks that you get on a stock bike, or some of the lower end, aftermarket cranks. Price point's probably about $100 or under. You usually have a 19mm spindle. So you would use this spacer here to take up that space. So if you have a stock bike or you bought a crank set that's under $100, most likely you got a 19mm spindle. So this sprocket fits any style crank. It comes with all the washers needed, and that's pretty cool. But this sprocket is anodized, hard anodized black and a matte finish. It looks super, super dope. And then they got this Odyssey laser etching on there, so that makes it super, super dope. But overall, this sprocket's super dope. Guys over there at Odyssey have been killing it. The sprocket absolutely kills it on our website and in our store. You can pick it up from our website at stackbmx.com. I told you guys can win a bunch of free stuff from us. So at 2,500 subscribers, we're giving a free parts package from all the brands that we carry here. Giving away a set of tires, a pair of grips, a pair of pedals, and a seat. And then we're also giving away a $300 bicycle at 5,000 subscribers. So all you gotta do to enter that contest is like this video, share this video, turn on your notification bell, and then subscribe to our channel, and then comment below. Let us know what you like about this video, what you don't like about this video, what are the videos we should do, anything that's on your mind. Let us know. We want to take your input and give it back to you guys. So yeah, that's it for Explain to Review. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys watching our channel. If you guys want to see other videos that YouTube suggests to you, you can check them out there. If you want to watch some more Explain to Reviews about other BMX products, check it out there. If you want to buy this sprocket, buy it there from Stack. If you want to enter the contest, make sure you subscribe to our channel right there. Thank you very much for watching our channel. We appreciate you guys. Have a good day.